Well, they want your money and they won't stop asking. We are talking about political robotexts.
So many of you asked us, can they be stopped? We answered that a few months back, and it was sort of was the answer. But the questions keep coming. And tonight, in a Question Everything update, we ask, did a local man just solve the problem? It was back in May that I introduced you to a teenager too young to vote who was getting harassed by political robotexts.
They want me to vote. They want me to send money. It's a lot. They ask me for a lot.
And folks told me they were fed up.
It piles up, and it's both sides of the aisle.
In the story, we told you to reply stop to the text messages, then delete, then report as junk. Experts said that would slow down, but sadly not stop the avalanche of aggravation. Well, that report continues to be one of the most popular stories on our website. About 120,000 people have read it or watched it in the past few months. And the emails keep coming to our Question Everything inbox from people frustrated that blocking and deleting messages hasn't totally terminated the texts. And then we got a message from a guy named Paul, who saw the story and said he had a solution. Well, this is Paul English. He's a local guy who grew up in West Roxbury, went to UMass, and oh, by the way, was a co-founder of Kayak.com, which was sold for almost $2 billion in 2012.
Made a lot of people happy the day we sold that.
Including yourself?
Including myself, yeah, very good. I've given away half my kayak money so far, so I'm very involved with a lot of nonprofits.
And Paul is still developing apps, which brings us back to those pesky politicians and Paul's newest idea.
So, how did this all start?
It started with a dinner in San Francisco with my friend Vinayak Ranade. So we were having dinner, and my friend Vinayak gets a text. He looks at it, he says, another political text. You know, we need to do something about this.
I don't know if we can say that on TV.
So Paul and his friend co-created SpamStrike, an app that claims to block all political texts.
So you were getting a bunch of these text messages?
Yeah, I get about 10 a day.
And here's how it works. The app keeps a list of keywords that usually pop up in these texts, and you can add to that list. It then uses AI to study all of the flagged messages to learn what other words might be red flags. In the month the app has been online, it claims to have blocked about 150,000 text messages. And it only blocks political texts from people not in your contacts. And if there's a mistake...
If you go into your Messages app, there's a junk folder. You'll see SpamStrike listed, and anything we filtered is there. So if you don't trust it and you want to see what we're doing, we don't delete it, we just move it into your junk folder.
I'm not interested in being a pitchman for an app, and I didn't want to do a commercial. But here's the thing. Paul, who's done very well for himself, obviously, in business, insists he doesn't want to make money off of this.
But right now, the idea is end this spam immediately. We're just doing it for free. Sort of almost think of it as us give back to the community.
There are other apps, and some cost up to $100 a year. And of course, it'll cost you nothing just to delete them and report them as junk. And the other option is to just give up and wait for election season to end.
It's just part of the game. I mean, it's the season for it, so.
You're so laid back about it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
She's given up, which I think a lot of people have.
I just downloaded that app and I'm waiting for my verification code. I can't get this soon enough.
So here's the thing. Again, I'm not trying to do an ad for them, but I did download it when I was doing the story.
And?
Over the past week, I haven't had any. And when I went into my junk folder, I have about 6 that have been blocked. With that and the first story we did where we said to report it and hit stop, I basically have gotten rid of them altogether.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul English.
We'll hope it keeps coming. If you have a question you'd like us to answer, send us an email, questioneverything@cbsboston.com. We'll be right back.